guys, oh my god, there's so much drama to talk about today. Freaking Mikayla is at it again. Mikayla is at it again. I can't believe it. And I have all the receipts on my phone. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. So first of all, I wanna say hi guys, welcome back. And a big thank you to everyone who has watched my other videos. I don't know what's going on, like some of the topics, I wanted to like try new topics, so check those out if you haven't already. But I do want to say a big thank you to, not sponsored, to J Little Rose Cosmetics. They sent me some lashes and I have them on now. I'm actually really surprised at how fluffy and soft they are. And also they sent me over these, look. Look at that. They're Rich Luxe energy drinks. Look at my little face on there. And so they put the triangles on their logo. So thank you, J Little Rose. There is a sugar-free option and a sugar one. So thank you for that. And head on over to J Little Rose if you feel so inclined. Check out their lashes, their energy drinks, their makeup. They have so much stuff over there. Okay, so let's talk. I feel like we need to talk. This was something that has been building up behind the scenes for quite some time. Okay, I can't believe it, but here we are. So we need to talk about it. Mikayla, effing Mikayla, did a video where she, oh, hold on, getting more receipts coming in right now about the Mikayla situation. You guys, I can't believe this. Okay, so Mikayla posted this TikTok, and in the TikTok it has half her face, she has like a line through it, and she's telling people to do like a basic look and then do a FU look to be different and stand out and be bold. All right, I get it. And it was a campaign that was the Mikayla X KVD campaign. I believe the brand used to be owned by Kat Von D, and they since, you know, just fired her. I don't know what happened. And now it's KVD, it's their own brand. It's not associated with Kat Von D anymore. And I think that, you know, trying to restructure and rebrand can be hard. It really can be. And I think they're kind of like struggling with that and trying not to associate themselves with Kat Von D. Kat Von D was a really great brand. I've always said this years ago. I think they should have just scrapped the name altogether and just did a whole new image, a whole new brand name. Like call it something else, not KVD. So it used to be called KVD, but now they call it something vegan, whatever. So they changed the name, but they just need to just get rid of the whole KVD and whatever. I'm not here to talk about that. They did the campaign, and Mikayla encouraged her audience to submit videos of their looks, you know, with the line and half regular, half bold and dramatic, and to submit photos and videos, and you might be chosen to win. She also did say that it was open to anyone, not just a young demographic or a mature demographic, just anyone.
You can either follow the rules or f the rules. On this side of my face, I'm gonna do what's trendy, what's socially acceptable. But on this side of my face, I'm gonna say f it. Dewy, natural skin, glowy bronzer, don't forget the hydrating blush, and a hydrating concealer. Set it with a brightening powder, a little bit of glowy highlighter, neutral eyeshadows, a little bit of mascara, half lash, and you can't forget some faux freckles, and a juicy lip. Now, let's say f it. KVD Good Apple Foundation, I'm going full coverage. I want to cover everything. With contour, I'm going to sculpt the face. So snatched. Full coverage concealer. Look at the skin. Now I'm gonna bake. This makeup ain't going anywhere. Little powder bronzer and powder blush. A very intense highlighter, you know me. Yes. Colorful eyeshadow. Thinking a green and blue halo eye. Blue shade in the center. And some shimmer on top. Some colorful liner on the bottom. Oh, friggin' pretty. Big old lash. And a darker lip. Listen, I love both sides. But listen, sometimes I feel a lot of pressure to follow the side that follows the rules. When usually I want to say, f it. I feel beautiful on this side, but I feel like me on this one. Now it's your turn. I'm teaming up with KVD, and I want you to show me how you follow the rules and how you f the rules. KVD and I want to change 4 people's lives. This is major, guys. Listen up. If you enter this contest, you will receive an all-expenses-paid trip to New York City from October 12th to 15th. And you will be the face of a KVD beauty campaign with me. Like your face in a campaign for KVD beauty. That is insane. You will be the star. Not only that, but you will get a KVD shopping spree at Ulta Beauty. This is the craziest thing I've ever done. I am so excited. Like I said, to enter, all you have to do, follow me, follow KVD Beauty. Everything will be in the caption. Show me on this side how you follow the rules, and on this side how you say it. KVD Beauty has been so inspiring to me to get me to say fuck it, and I want you to say fuck it too. Get creative, have fun, show me what you can do. I am including all of the rules right here for you guys. Take a screenshot of this. Make sure you follow each rule to get your entry in. Make sure your video is a minimum of 45 seconds. You have until September 26th to submit it. Make sure you're following us. Make sure you use the hashtags. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of following the rules, and it's time for a change. It's time to make some noise. Good luck, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in New York City.
So with that being said, I kind of felt like that was shady because when the winners were chosen, they were all super young, and it had a lot of people angry because they put time and effort into it. So if you were going to choose a younger demographic, maybe some people would have entered. Now the campaign went up, and Mikayla was walking in with these red boots and a coat, which people, criticize the fashion of it. Because Mikayla's short, so if you're short, you just kind of know not to wear like thigh-high boots because it's gonna make you look shorter or whatever. But anyways, who am I, girl? Fashion queen of the world.
Sometimes you follow the rules, and sometimes you just say, fuck it.
So with that being said, she walked into the classroom, she throws papers in the air, the students, the whole thing is young. To be in a school like that, I'm not saying that schools generate, like a young audience, but like the people look young, they're in a school, I guess Mikayla's a teacher, and it gave off very much like, high school or freshman in college vibes. Just young, it gave me a young vibe, right? I remember when I was in college, there was a couple people in there who were like in their 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, and they were like, hey, you're never too old enough to learn something, and they wanted to complete a course because they started college and then life got in the way, whether it be weddings or pregnancies or a toxic relationship, and they had to go to work, but they wanted to circle back and finish what they started, whether it be their associates or their masters. And I found that to be so cool, and I love that I was in the classroom with young people, but also very mature people. And I felt like an air of like, you know what, like you just never know where life is gonna take you, and it's okay to always come back to school. In this video here, I felt like Mikayla's audience, the people who won, were all super young, and so people were upset about it. Well, TikToks have been made. People are upset. Here we go. Roll.
Do not tell yourself that you do not deserve to enter this contest because you're not good enough. Because you are, okay? If you're over 18, any age can enter. You can be 75 and watch my videos. You want to enter the contest, please do, okay? It doesn't matter what you look like, who you are. Just enter. You never know. And that is...
So I hadn't planned on actually making this video because I was slightly upset with this, but at the same time, I didn't think it was like a huge deal. But now that I see more videos coming out, it is a little bit of a problem in my eyes. And after talking to a few of my mutuals here on TikTok, I just feel like I need to make this video. Now, I did enter this contest with full hopes, of course, just like everybody else, of winning. This was my entry. The reason I'm making this is I feel like the contest was very deceitful on Mikayla's and KVD's part. The whole point of the contest was to do one side where you said fuck the rules and one side that was more socially acceptable to society. Now, I know there is a huge portion of us that entered this because she said that any age can enter. So in my eyes, I was assuming, and this is my fault for assuming, I pictured her picking someone in almost like every age bracket, like someone in their 20s, someone in their 30s, someone in their 40s, and maybe someone in their 50s, or maybe someone that's 18 to 20. But nonetheless, with her saying that any age could enter, it doesn't matter what you look like or how old you are, I think that's why a huge majority of us beauty content creators that are older entered this contest. I absolutely love KVD. I have been using KVD since like 2008 when it first came out, when Kat Von D was the owner of it. Back when they only had like a few lipsticks and a few other little makeup products. It was the first makeup brand that I felt attached to, in the sense, because it was for people that looked more like me or were more like me, where it's a more tattooed inspired makeup brand. Granted, I can see they're going in a different direction now. Now, this video is not to take away from the actual winners because they did a great job. They deserved to win, just like I believe so many others were deserving. But I do not feel like this was a fair contest. Seeing the videos that Mikayla is posting right now where they are showing the behind the scenes, which is awesome for all of us to get to see, I see that it's in a high school setting, which now makes sense to me why all of the winners are so young. I believe 2 of them are 19, 1 is 20, and I'm not 100% sure on the 4th person, but I was told by a couple people here on TikTok that they were 22 or 21. So very young and obviously with very youthful faces, which makes sense because they fit the demographic for a high school student and the setup that was created. So yes, they were the perfect choice for what the campaign is. But with that being said, the campaign should have been advertised to people that were 18 to 25, not people all the way up to 75 plus, because they weren't going to win. So this is not about the winners not being deserving. This is about not being honest with your followers on who was going to get to win or even honestly had an opportunity to win. Now, I do not blame Mikayla for this entire thing because you don't actually know what happened behind the scenes, but a campaign is chosen, like the subject matter is chosen beforehand. So they chose this subject matter for their campaign, knowing full well that they were going to want young, youthful people to mimic high school students in their campaign. Then they advertised the contest towards everyone in any age bracket, no matter what you looked like, when simply that was just not the case. As a loyal customer to KVD, I am really sad that this was the case when it came to this contest. Now, I am not a mean person, but I do want to stand up for the people who entered, who are like me. I'm in my mid-30s, and this was something that I thought would have been an amazing opportunity for someone my age or older than me. I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I felt foolish thinking that I actually had a chance when I clearly did not. And I'm sorry to any of my fellow mutuals here who also thought the same thing. Moving forward, I just want to say, whether Mikayla sees this video or not, if you are watching this, if you're a young person watching this, make sure to stay true to yourself, keep your integrity, and be an honest person. As for KVD, I know this is a business. I know you need as much eyes on you as possible because at the end of the day, you're a company that wants to make money. I get that. But I hope in the future that you are honest with your consumers because even though it takes a lot longer to gain trust with people, it is so worth it in the end, and integrity is everything, and the beauty community needs more of it. So from here, I hope that this is a learning experience and that it doesn't happen again, just for the sake of your fans, your followers, and people who trust and believe in what you say. And then the last thing is congratulations to the winners. It's an amazing opportunity, and I hope you go far with the opportunity that has been given to you.
So, and that's just one video. There are other videos circulating YouTube and TikTok about that, and there's some of the looks again. I mean, I wouldn't have entered, and now we get into the controversy of Mikayla, the filters, because the whole thing is like F a look, like, do something bold and crazy. F your boring makeup look, do something crazy. But people are saying that there was a filter involved, and so it's like F your makeup, but not the filter, and so people are calling her out. Now, I feel like when it comes to like campaigns like this, there is always gonna be somewhat of like a little beauty filter is what I like to call it. And so when there's like a beauty filter involved, things tend to look more smooth, right? Even if I was filming from my iPhone, which I feel like is, this is a picture of Mikayla. I feel like when I film from my iPhone, it's very harsh, like it's real. There is no like forgivingness on there. But if I turn on this light right here, let me show you guys, like that, you know what I'm saying? If I turn on the light, things tend to be more smoothed out, And so there are little tips and tricks that you can do, right? Little movie magic. Here's my kitty right here. Hey kitty, 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 kitty. That is deleted tweets. I love him so much. Well, I love her so much. I actually adopted her. Again, I always tell her story. It was on Christmas time, and I felt like, when was it? It was like Christmas time, and I saw the kitty in the window at Saks Fifth Avenue, and nobody wants a black cat during the Christmas holidays. Let me see. You wanna say hi? Hey, baby. You always want to get on the camera. Look at his beautiful green eyes. She is awesome. Anyways, the story behind her is she was at an apartment complex, and she was born in a little apartment complex, and the kids were throwing firecrackers at her. She was was hiding underneath the dumpster and they were throwing, you know, rocks and trash at her. And so she was hiding underneath there. And so somebody called the SPCA and they adopted her, and she ended up back at like the window at Saks Fifth Avenue or Nordstrom's, and I saw her and I was like, shut up. There was another black cat there, and I was like, nobody wants a black cat. Like they're gonna end the life of this little kitty. And I was like, you know what, let me adopt it. So I adopted the little black kitty, and I just think it's super cool. And ever since then, a lot of my friends started like adopting black cats too, because they're like, this is so cool, like black cats look cool and stuff like that. So anyways, I think she likes a candle. Oh, by the way, I know this brand is very controversial. It's called Homesick or whatever, but I got this as a gift, and I just wanted to burn through it. I'm a Leo, that's why it says Leo. Here you go. Kitty, 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 kitty. I do want to say this, you know, and I don't want to sidetrack out the Mikayla drama, but if you're going to adopt a kitty or an animal, really do think about adopting one that I like to call them pre-love. Adopt you know, a cat from a shelter or something like that. I know that oftentimes people want these really cool, expensive breeds and exotic animals. I get it. Like I get it. I'm not condoning it, but I get it. But if you can, please adopt a kitty that, you know, from a shelter and stuff like that. They need homes too. And I will say this, you know, just give them lots of love and patience, because I've had her for what, 4 or 5 years now, and I got her when she was a little kitten. And ever since then, like I've noticed that like she still till this day is very skittish. You know, part of what happened to her as a little kitten, like with, you know, them throwing fireworks at her and her hiding underneath the dumpster, I think it traumatized her. And so when she's here, anytime she hears something, she gets very skittish and stuff like that. But lately, like she's been opening up more, and like she's right here in front of me. I'm petting her right here. So, you know, this just takes time. Anyways, I think that it takes time to trust people, and I think that you just never know how long it's gonna take. It could take weeks, months, years. But hey, probably just want snacks. The thing is, like, listen, don't let this cute face fool you, okay? You're only coming around because you want snacks, and that's all. You want food, you want a little milk or something. That's it. And I'll feed her, and then my friends will come over, or my assistant, and then she'll act like she hasn't eaten in days. I'm like, she's trying to butter you up. Anyways, back to the Mikayla drama. With that being said, I think he was very deceived, you know, and we've seen this before, because in the James Charles, you know, Morphe collaboration, that's what happened. In that situation, that's what happened. James Charles wanted people on TikTok to submit their makeup looks, and he said even grandmas, and when it came down to the campaign photo shoot, they were all a younger demographic. I don't understand why KVD is looking for a younger demographic. I feel like it would benefit them to go to a more mature audience. I think a more mature audience tends to have a more of a disposable income than a younger demographic. But you know, I see it like Chanel. I see both ways, you know. I see brands that, like Chanel, for example, they have their Chanel beauty line, and then they have like a Chanel number, they call it Chanel number something line, and it's like for a younger demographic. YSL has their staple makeup, and they have YSL New, and that's for like a younger demographic. Morphe had their regular makeup, then there was Morphe 2 for a younger demographic. And so like we see brands try to pivot both ways. I think that this, in my opinion, Kat Von D dropped the ball. But that's my opinion about the situation. I think they could have done way better. But who am I? You know, it's classic. They chose a popular influencer, which was Mikayla, and they were like, hey, let's do a contest. We'll put you in the promo. And apparently there's like, I guess, a makeup palette coming out. I think they could have chosen someone less problematic, but you know, who am I to judge? And yeah, I don't know. I think people are upset now. They're right to be upset, and they have an opinion and they're voicing it. So let me know what you think about that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, love you so much.